First up, we got Jay. What's good?
What's good, fam?
To react to Track 8 video. It's called King Von's Friends Become Enemies. Let me tell y'all, we gotta do it. Y'all asking for it.
Do it.
That's it.
People told me you and Youngboy was beefing or something like that.
I know
You
they
said
be
something
saying
about
that a
yo.
lot.
What happened?
They be saying that a lot. It's like we got the same interests and holes, and then you know how the internet will try to make it, but it ain't nothing too serious, nothing you should worry about.
5 people were shot overnight in downtown Atlanta. 2 of them died, and now investigators are working to figure out what led up to the violence.
Just keep breathing, cuz.
Hold on, you can't move on that
You got it. My fault.
Yeah.
Man, he shot. What you mean wrong side?
Alright, what's up everybody? We gotta talk about this King Von situation. Rest in peace. It's tragic. Everything that could've went wrong that night. Von was shot in the parking lot of the Monaco Hookah Lounge right in the center of downtown Atlanta after this huge brawl with Quando Rondo's crew and a couple of undercover police. Everything was captured on surveillance cameras with multiple angles, and I've seen so many rumors and fake stories circulating. The stuff about Dirk buying all the tickets to Quando Rondo's next show, news sites posting Snapchats from a fake.
So that was fake. Dirk didn't do that. He said he's seen a lot of fake reports on it. Everyone was like, "Oh, Dirk bought all the, all the seats at his show."
I ain't gonna lie, people gonna turn it up.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
You gonna turn it up.
People just be talking.
They gonna turn it up.
Quando Rondo account calling King Von Queen Von. That's all fake. We don't have to invent stories. Reality is already crazy. People don't even know. There was almost a second shootout the night Von was killed. After the chaos in the parking lot at the hookah spot, both crews rushed to the hospital and went to the same one. That's why Quando Rondo went immediately to Instagram Live when he got to the entrance at the Grady Memorial Hospital.
Just keep breathing, cuz.
Oh shit!
Come on.
And while they moved Von's body on the highway,
So at the same hospital, it makes sense because that's the closest
And
one.
they're gonna go to the closest hospital.
Yeah. Okay, I ain't know that. Okay, let's go.
So that's why he said he put it on live.
Why did he like?
No, just to say that this is what happened. I was just trying to bring, just in case something happened, like
on that type of time.
somebody attack him. It's like, yo, it's all recorded. I just was trying to help my friend to go in and bring him to the hospital.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Crazy shit.
just to have it documented.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 miles from the hospital to the morgue, Atlanta police were in the very same hospital charging Quando Rondo's boy Lil Tim with the murder of King Von. Now, not only is Lil Tim fighting this felony murder case, but something people don't know is he's already fighting a conspiracy case in Georgia. After this year-long investigation took down a trap house in Savannah, confiscating 15 pounds of kush, $16,000 cash, and a bunch of guns. And if you're online even a little bit, you've seen the rumors circulating that NBA YoungBoy is responsible for Von's death. We saw close NBA YoungBoy affiliates going immediately to IG Live as soon as it happened, laughing at Von being killed.
The joke's on you, you diss, now you getting wrapped down. Yeah.
Say that's that Von pick. When I seen it got popped, all I could do was laugh. All I could do was laugh.
Now, we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Young Po. Let's go.
Let me say something real quick. This whole dissing the dead thing, man, that shit is cap. Like, at this point, like, the shit is getting old. Like, we don't want to, like, we're not even on that at this point, you know? I think everybody getting tired of it, too.
Real shit.
Like, at the end of if it was the other way around, I still wouldn't respect it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
But this is the most attention Quando Rondo's ever gotten in his career. He was never a headliner, he's not a huge artist, and now he's in the position where he's playing up the role of the bad guy. Dropping that song, addressing the King Von situation, shooting that video, dressed up as the guy who killed him, Lil Tim. He's been wearing bulletproof vests everywhere, getting all his shows canceled, and what makes this situation worse, at one point, King Von and Quando were cool with each other.
63rd, nigga, some dirty ass going on. I'm talking about. Hey, listen, though, man, the nigga on 64, but y'all 63rd niggas over there smoking crack.
That's a video from a year ago of the two of them before a show in Atlanta, cracking jokes and making fun of Von's ops together. But realistically, this relationship was not gonna last. And yes, NBA YoungBoy is involved.
YoungBoy, the YB situation was just too real, just too good. All us got a real bond, so I don't that music shit, like, you feel me? This shit way deeper than that.
The reason Youngboy is mentioned in this is cause he has ties with both Quando and Von. Quando was the first artist signed to Youngboy's Never Broke Again label. They've been real close ever since, making music, doing shows. They even tag team jumped their own security together.
Tag team their own security?
Yeah, own security?
Hold on, wait.
I thought it was whooping other people.
Yo, that's what that video was. I didn't know that video was about that.
Yeah, I didn't know they was whooping their own security.
He said tag team, man. All right, y'all niggas out here,
Yeah,
boy.
that's not low.
Hey, wow.
Home security. What?
And when Youngboy was beefing with Kodak Black a couple years back, Quando showed his loyalty by going on IG Live and burning Kodak's merch.
Man, it's up.
Man, we on some NBA shit, man. Tell Ethica don't send me this shit no more, man.
He even went to New York and got into a brawl in Brooklyn with Kodak's artist Tutu G's. According to Tutu, Quando got slapped, people were throwing chairs, it was chaos. Now thankfully, nobody got hurt, but the beef is still on to this day. And Youngboy's got a huge list of these
You know 22 G's is signed to Kodak. He ain't gonna let that slide.
You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Hey.
That makes sense.
Just saying.
industry beefs with people he doesn't get along with. One tension that was slowly building behind the scenes was with him and a new artist out of Chicago named King Von.
Fuck Youngboy talking about on this song, bro. He talking crazy on this man.
Oh yeah?
He ain't even like that. On his ass now. You got Cap in your raps.
At this point, Von was just starting to get hot. He had Crazy Story 1 out, the buzz was slowly building. And in March of 2019, Von went on Instagram Live to say that Youngboy was lying in his raps. Youngboy fans were quick in the comments, spamming him to apologize or something was gonna happen to Von in 48 hours. Fast forward a couple months to December of 2019. Lil Reese, who's super close to Von, comes out and says he would never do a song with Youngboy. After fans were asking him for a collab, we could see these lines being drawn real quick between Oblak and Youngboy's crew 4KT.
Well, that makes sense. Cause that's Lil Reese, boy. Von is close, with Lil Reese. So why would he do a collab if you beefing with somebody?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It ain't gonna happen.
that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna happen. Like, people need to stop pushing for stuff.
4 months ago, these photos surface of Von holding hands with Youngboy's ex-girl and baby mama Jania. At the same time, Von was tweeting subliminals about posting some other dude's girl doing stuff that would have him stop claiming his kids. It didn't take long for Youngboy to match that energy and go out and do a song with King Von's ex-girl, Asian Doll. Both of them using each other's girls as props to get at one another. And
See, that's the shit. That's the shit that the other video was talking about. Hey, that tit for tat shit, y'all already know what time it is.
Yeah, plays a part.
Hey, just saying.
the whole time, people like 600 Breezy from Chicago were hyping Von up, saying stuff like, I love what you're doing, we know what you're doing, hashtag rapper K. So he's saying rapper killer. Basically, he's cryptically talking about Youngboy, who then responded indirectly but super directly at the same time by saying, I'm gonna make sure my son F's your daughter since you're trolling. Now this tension kept building and building behind the scenes. Von's even got subliminals about Youngboy on this new album he dropped last month, Welcome to Oblak. On the song Mine 2, Von says outright that he's got beef in Louisiana and the other dude doesn't know it. He's rapping that gangster shit, now he's gotta show him. So when the news hit last month that Von got killed in a confrontation with Youngboy's artist, theories started to circulate that it was Youngboy who ordered the hit. 2 days after Von was killed, a fan uploaded an old unreleased song from Youngboy and titled it like it was a King Von diss called Let Them Shots Off. Now this was pure clickbait, but the video still
Clickbait mofos. Y'all need to stop.
They know it's going.
They stay on that shit. They stay with the clickbait.
They know it's going, and it actually trend.
It trend because people
That's
thought that the shit real. Like,
yo,
y'all be boy.
it worked. I ain't gonna lie, it worked.
Gas
If
this
it
shit
trend up to 8. It should
Motherfuckers be
work.
gassing shit up for no reason, man.
still managed to go to number 8 on trending on YouTube, and it's not about King Von at all. And I saw fans starting to go back into Youngboy's catalog, reading into his lyrics, looking for clues. One song in particular, they claim predicted Von's death 2 months before it happened. The song is called Dead Trolls, and at one point in the song, Youngboy talks about planning to rob somebody in Atlanta. He talks about leaving his ops dead and mentions D Rose being away from the Chicago Bulls home. You connect the lyrics. King Von was staying in Atlanta. He got killed in Atlanta. D Rose was a point guard for the Chicago Bulls. But in Chicago drill, D Rose was an infamous O-Block shooter who got 40 years for a murder. He's been shouted out on numerous tracks by Chief Keef and even Von, who's got photos side by side with him. And this song Dead Trolls just happened to drop shortly after these photos surfaced of King Von holding hands with Jania, Youngboy's ex-girl. Now, before we get carried away, no, I don't think this song predicted Von's death 2 months before it happened. I don't think Youngboy cooked up some Louisiana voodoo to make that happen. In reality, the
Why everybody think people from Louisiana do that shit? All of them do it.
What is this for?
Oh, because that's like, yeah, Mardi Gras and all that shit. They usually be on that type of stuff.
I don't know about that.
No, for real.
The Atlanta line could be about anybody. Half the industry's in Atlanta, and Youngboy beefs with half the industry. Jada Youngin, Fredo Bang, their beefs are well documented. Both of them got tension with Youngboy, and both of them record in Atlanta. So, no, I don't buy it. Truth is, Von's manager says this incident was personal between Quando and Von.
This has nothing to do with Youngboy doing a song with Asian Doll, and that has nothing to do with this, right?
No. This had to do with Von being the person he is, and Ben, he don't like all that sneak this social media stuff.
And as those tensions escalated between both camps, word is Quando had been talking shit behind the scenes about Von for quite some time, to the point where Von said if he caught someone from that camp, he was putting hands on them. And this music industry's small, you're gonna run into people, especially in Atlanta. That's where all the good studios are.
That's where most artists go.
They go to almost the same thing.
Yeah, because they know that you can blow up quicker in Atlanta than any other place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they go to the same plug type shit.
Exactly. So you know you're going to meet up somehow.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, a Biggie, Tupac stuff. Sometimes they be around each other, run into the same studio and shit.
Producers, label offices, Quando Rondo's from Georgia, Dirk and Von are both based out there too, so this was only a matter of time. Now, the Monaco Hookah Lounge is right in the center of downtown Atlanta. King Von's been to that spot before, it's a popular place, but it's also a red zone for shootouts. 3 people have been killed at this place in the last year alone. That's why there were undercovers patrolling the area that night and at the venue. Now the first reports that came out were confusing.
It was confusing. They never get the story right though.
That's facts.
Shit crazy.
The news said that undercover police had shot Von. We even saw dispatch calls from Chicago PD telling their officers that Atlanta police had shot Von and to move with caution around O-Block because emotions would be high.
Last night in Atlanta, police shot King Von and 2 of his people. Social media is active with, they're upset with the police. So if we have any jobs in Parkway, send 2 cars. Keep your eyes open, be wary. They're not happy with the police over there.
We later found out 3 separate crews were involved. Von's crew, Quando's crew, and the undercover police. Now, nobody knows what set Von off, but Von's manager says that night he wasn't himself. Von was celebrating his album release at Opium nightclub a few hours earlier. He was supposed to go back to his Airbnb around 2:30 in the morning, but he suddenly decided to switch routes midway and go to this hookah spot on Trinity Avenue about 10 minutes away. Now, Von cannot carry weapons himself. He's been fighting that case with Dirk in Atlanta for close to a year. They got strict guidelines to follow, but he knows his status. Usually Von travels with 3 to 4 security, a bulletproof truck, and his guys from Chicago. But on this night, he left Club Opium by himself with 1 driver and 1 other car, leaving that fleet of security behind. When Von got to the hookah spot, he waited for 30 minutes in the car, and his security finally got word of his new location change and immediately rushed over to get to him. The whole time, Quando Rondo just happened to be in the same parking lot at that same hookah spot. Now,
I don't think he just happened to be there. Like, to be honest, I think somebody know that nigga was gonna be right there, or somebody knew. They ain't no happen to be nothing. Like, how does Von even know like he's gonna be there? Somebody gave the drop. I don't care what y'all. Somebody gave the drop. And then you got the Fed, what do you call it? The Feds watching. It's like, it's too perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of shit to think about. Shit crazy.
Tapping in his McLaren. I know coincidences can happen, but this one's pretty big. What are the chances that King Von randomly decided to change routes and go to a hookah spot where somebody that he doesn't like happens to be at? One of Von's friends spots Quando and goes back to tell Von, and on the CCTV camera we see Quando making his way over to this white SUV, scanning the area cautiously. Shortly after, you see Von leaping out of his own car, going looking for Quando. As soon as Von sees Quando, he starts throwing punches. Von is unarmed, but his crew is swarming Quando quickly. That's when Quando's bro Lil Tim hops out the white SUV, pulls a pistol out, and fires off 5 shots, hitting Von in the chest and thighs. Bullets also graze Von's manager, who is in the mix of it. All hell breaks.
I think it's the chest one that really got him. Because if he got hit in the thigh, most likely you're going to live. You hit someone in the chest? That's too close to those organs.
It's loose. Von's bro Slutty, who was right next to Von when the brawl started, was the first person to return fire once Von gets shot, hitting Lil Tim in the leg once, but then his gun jams, so he can't finish.
Wait, so Slutty hit Lil Tim in the leg once? I thought they said the cop hit. The cop fired.
I know, alright, we just hear so many stories.
At this point, I don't even know what the story is. Because Trap keep telling me one thing. Let's pull it back. I want to make sure you know what I'm saying?
Everybody was shooting.
Everybody's shooting.
Punches. Von is unarmed, but his crew is swarming Quando quickly. That's when Quando's bro Lil Tim hops out the white SUV, pulls a pistol out, and fires off 5 shots, hitting Von in the chest and thighs. Bullets also graze Von's manager, who is in the mix of it. All hell breaks loose. Von's bro Slutty, who was right next to Von when the brawl started, was the first person to return fire once Von gets shot, hitting Lil Tim in the leg once, but then his gun jams, so he can't finish the job.
Damn.
Now this actually...
Fuck, man. Fuck. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Damn, man.
Every situation a gun have to... It was working. It shot once, but then it jammed. Alright, cool. Alright, let's shit crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, coincidences, too many. I can't. Crazy. The story get crazy.
Saves Lil Tim's life. Him getting shot in the leg drops him to the ground, making him a non-threat to the undercover police who were creeping around back in the adjacent parking lot. With Lil Tim on the ground and Slutty standing over him with a jammed up Glock, Slutty turns and runs into the adjacent park.
Because let's say Slutty was over him.
Yeah.
To try to get him, but it jammed up.
Yeah, he was gonna get the work.
Oh,
because listen, you fired at his man, so you're a threat automatically. Yeah. Not saying it's right, but it's like, yo, situation crazy. He lucky. I'm telling you, God spared his life. Because the homeboy looked like he would have been dumping. I'm just saying, y'all.
Parking lot towards the undercovers, who start ringing off shots and hit both Slutty and another O-Block guy named Louis in the head, killing Slutty on the spot.
But they said Louis didn't die. They said, remember they were like all 3 people? Yeah. Nah, he got headshot, but he didn't die though. Yeah. So I'm happy.
And leaving Louis in critical condition. This whole time, Quando is still tangled up with King Von, who's just been shot a bunch of times and has paralysis in the bottom half of his body. According to Von's manager, Quando was screaming, "Von shot, Von shot." And on camera, it looks like he leans in and holds close to Von, either trying to help him or take his chain. It's hard to say which. Yeah, but eventually, Von's brother Muop runs over and knocks Quando in the head, separating him from Von, where they can now pick him up and escape in the getaway vehicle. Unfortunately, even though the hospital was just 10 minutes away, doctors could not save his life. And now, we're left in the aftermath.
Yes, sir, man. Recipe King Von, man.
You're talking about...
Well, why couldn't they save his life? Is it he lost too much blood? Because if you got shot in the chest and you got shot in the leg, that's what he said. That's his...
Just, like, whatever it hit,
it hit too deep, you think?
Shit's crazy, bro.
About 2 clicks with huge influence, money, and power. The very next day, we saw 600 Breezy hitting the freeway at 150 miles an hour, leaving Chicago to go to Baton Rouge as a declaration of war with NBA Youngboy's crew 4KT.
We smoke if you really have it. We condone the violence. All you hear is sirens.
Breezy's also openly talking about revenge on socials, leaving kissy emojis underneath Von's killer's IG page. Several days after everything happened, Von's childhood bro, Mimo600, went to Savannah, Georgia to film a music video in Quando Rondo's neighborhood. I think he filmed it in the housing complex close by. Regardless, point is, nobody's squashing nothing. And while Mimo was out there in Quando's neighborhood, this girl DMs him saying they should link up while he's there. After doing some research on the girl, Mimo finds her in a Quando Rondo music video just last.
This is the worst type of setup I ever seen. Like, so y'all trying to set man up.
And this man, he already knows.
He already peeped game.
He's like,
I'm not even in my own city. You think I'm gonna link?
Yeah.
And she spotted in a video with
Quando. She got caught.
Like, hey, this shit not even funny, but it's to show you, people really be on some bullshit.
Yep. Trying to set them up.
Last year, it was a setup, a backdoor attempt in Quando's home city. And you've heard that theory, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. That's playing out in real time. But it's not just the industry that's affected by Von's death. We can look at the city of Chicago too.
Yeah.
This has been the most violent year in Chicago since 2016. And just like when FBG Duck died, one side was laughing, well now it's the other side's turn. As these memes of Von packs are being shared all over the internet, diss songs being made, and people close to Duck just showing Von no signs of sympathy. But yeah man, that's pretty much it for this video. Rest in peace to Von. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one.
Still. You know what I can say though? Like, when you look at this type of situation, like, at the end of the day, shit already happened. That's the way I see it. Okay, it happened. But we gotta move in a different direction now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't keep losing these rappers. We can't keep losing people.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, they lost Duck. They lost Von. At this point, I don't think anyone should be laughing at nobody.
People should move. People need to move different. Really.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's gonna be beef, if y'all gonna be beefing and not make money and not take care of your family, then y'all shouldn't be rapping. That's the way I see it. Because it's sad that whatever beef, personal beef that they had led to his demise. Think about it.
Yeah,
if Von wasn't beefing with Dude, if they both wasn't beefing, Von would be here right now. Let's think about that.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all, we gotta stop this, man.
Yeah, I know what's up. Live in color.
Y'all.
We